Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here again with another video, and I haven't made a video in mad long, so it's been a while, you know, but we here and we trying to get this video out. So today I'm gonna be working mini as usual, you know. I had a few stuff that I had to do to the mini, never get it done, but we have the seal for this thing. If you look closely, you can see that you can see that it's lifting up. Basically, it's not lifting up. I would say the seal start to deteriorate, and the whole seal is basically gone. So if you look right over here, in this bag right here, you see, and this seal, I searched high and low for this seal, because normally I guess you had to get the whole antenna thingy to replace the whole thing. I guess that's the right way to do it, but I'm like, if I could get the seal, I just replace the seal, the antenna work fine. So you have the seal right here in this bag, and yeah, I mean, this seal, if it works, because I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm just hoping it does. But where did I get this seal from? I bought this shit probably over a year ago, and I was supposed to do it and I just didn't get around to do it. So yeah, I think I got this seal from a place called AliExpress. So AliExpress is basically Asian eBay. So if you're in Asia, basically that's what most people use over there. Or I don't know, but you buy the stuff, they come from Asia, but you buy it through AliExpress, and they're like a wholesale company. So it's like eBay. So it's a company that puts their stuff online with AliExpress. So yeah, got the seal here. So we're gonna try see what we can get to get it out. So first, let's see what we have to do. So we're gonna have to drop the headliner down a bit, right? So I don't know how far or how deep we are gonna have to go in this headliner removal. We might have to try to remove this trim to get some more room, but the thing is right here. So if I can get it off here and kind of pull it down a little bit, but I don't want to crease my headliner. So the safest way to do it is try to get this off so I can have the headliner sag. And I'm also gonna pull off these right here, the handrail, pull them down so I can have space to like work, you know what I mean? So when you get in there, from what I've seen, it's one bolt, and it got like a plug that's clipped in there. So that's what we're gonna have to remove, and then try to lift the whole antenna thingy up and then replace the seal. So that's what we're about to do today. Hopefully we can get it done. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking, and I'm figuring this out as I go. So once I get through it, or you know what I mean, I'll give you guys some details, and because it's very common, so I'm sure there's gonna be at least one person that I can help with this installment right here. So I'm gonna get cracking on it and then see what I come up with and update you guys along the way. So yeah, we're gonna get cracking on it and catch up with y'all. Alright guys, so we have the antenna mount off, so we're gonna get into how we got it off. Alright, so it was a little bit of fight. So first thing first, what I did was if you come underneath here, and I'm just sitting in the car and then facing up. So find out the easiest way to do it. So I'll sit down here. So now I'm looking at the ceiling, right? And you try to pull this off, but if you look around here, you got a few clips. So when you pulling it, you kind of like hold on to it from, like, you can push your hand up in there because it got room, and you kind of like pull it towards the car because it's kind of flimsy, and then you trying to like pop the clips out slowly. If you look, there's the grooves for clips or whatnot, and I did it up to the side, and I leave towards the driver's seat. I leave that side on. All right, so we got this side where the seat belt harness goes through for the back seat. I popped this one out. So what happened was, like, you use a little popper and just push it in the side of the little part that's here. Let me see if I can find one of them. So this part that's here bag right here, you just flick it out with like I use this pick tool right here, and just push it in the corner and kind of flick it out, and then they have a bolt in there. Let me see if I can find the socket. Alright, so got the bolt right here. It's see which one is this, because okay, so this is a T20. So the ones inside here, T20, and I believe this one out here, let me double check, is a T25. So for the handrail is a T25. You basically just flicked out the sides of the handrail and take out the T25. Once you get the T25 out and you also loosen this, you can pull these down and drop down just like that. It's not bad. It's kind of tight in here to show you what's going on. Hopefully you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. And once you get everything inside here situated, so you just gotta pop down the two sides for the seatbelt harness and the handrail, the whole shit handles on the side right over here. You pop those out, like I said, and then you come to the back. When you come to the back, you kind of like push down on this and it's gonna sag down, but you gotta be careful. Don't push too much, put too much pressure down on this thing, because it will crease and you don't want it to crease. I had it crease a little bit right here, but it was nothing serious, so hopefully that doesn't be a big deal later on. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. My interior is cream, so got one dirt spot. I think this was here before. These parts was here before. I need to clean it. I hate the cream color. I wish it was black. But anyways, once you get up underneath here, let's see if you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you sag it down a little bit and you're gonna see a bolt all the way up here. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm gonna shove the camera up there. You see what I'm talking about, because I can't see what I'm showing you guys, but you guys can see it. So there's one bolt here and there's gonna be a big bolt back here somewhere. I can't see it, but if you feel for it, this is what you're looking for, the big bolt. This one is attached to this thing, so you ain't gotta worry about this thing falling. You just gotta hand screw it. Well, luckily it was just hand tight. I hand screwed it by my hand, with my hand. The other one was a 10, so it's a 10, and this one was my hand. So I'm not sure what this was gonna be, probably a 14 or something like that. And then you have these connectors right here. This one was connected to the antenna base, and I believe, hold on, let me see. Yeah, you have two of them connected to the antenna base. But if you look, like there's a little bracket up here. This shit right here is gonna connect right here. It's a pink connector. It does goes to the antenna also. So you unplug that and the black one and the brown one. So you unplug like 3 or 4 connectors. And once you do that, the thing is gonna pop up. I mean, like I said, this is my first time doing it, so as you go along, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's 2 bolts underneath there, that's hold the antenna down. You have the 10 that I use a socket to take out, and the other one I took out by hand because it was hand tight. But if you have to use a socket, it's probably, let me see, it looks like a 14. Let me double check for you. Oh shit, this is bigger than a 14. 16. Hold on, this thing's huge. Where did I get that from? Hold on 1 second. It's a big boy right here. This thing is a goddamn 19. Let me see, I was way off. Yeah, this thing was a 19, but I took it out by hand, luckily, because it's probably gonna be hard to get like a socket and everything up there. So hand tight, it was hand tight for me, so I'm just gonna put it back up hand tight, because technically it's getting hold down by the other bolt, so it should be fine. And this thing, I don't think it got anywhere that it can go. But we're gonna show you what I'm gonna change. So this black piece right here, I'm gonna just rip it off and see if I can slip the other one over it, clean out the grooves, because it's deteriorating. Literally, I didn't pull nothing off and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna get it off, get the other one on there, and then we put it in there. Hopefully it's good. It's a good thing I caught it before, you know, it started like making a mess with water, because it was, you could literally look underneath it. So I'm gonna get to it, and then hopefully I figure out to put back everything in. I mean, it shouldn't be hard. It's like 4 connectors, but you know it goes when working on cars. It's never a dull moment. So I'm gonna get this piece situated and then check him back. Alright guys, so I got the thing prepped to go on. But let me see if I can stand you guys up a little bit. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can stand you guys up and show you guys what I'm talking about. So I got it prepped. Pull this back off. So when I got it, this piece was in there like that. But when I try to like put the stuff on this piece on top of it, it was just not sitting flush like I wanted it to. And I checked the old one. The old one doesn't have that piece. So what I did was I kind of yank it, make a slit with a razor blade, and kind of like lift it, and it just rip right around. You might have to make a few cuts, but I got it out. Now it sit flat. Push it out. And then it just sits right in there. The only issue is it's a tight fit, kind of snug, which is good. So once I tighten it down, like, it should just recess right inside of this, and it should be good, you know what I mean? But you never know. But I'm gonna see if I can tuck it underneath this thing, because I just don't want it to look weird, or you know what I mean, leak or anything like that. So kind of like yanking it over the little ridge under there. After you cut that out, lift it, you have a little ridge, so you just kind of like, that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but it looks weird like this. I want it to sit flush. This is not looking flush, so I'm gonna pull it back down, and I might just put it down like this. Yeah, this look better. But when you tightening it, I guess you're gonna have to like guide it to make sure that everything is like sitting properly. So once it's snug fit, it just, you know, you cover the seam right here. Well, that's the goal at least. So I'm gonna try to see what I have to connect and put it back in. But it should be easy. Like I said, it's 2 bolts. So one of the big bolt come around this. That's this piece right here. If you notice, it's only one way it can go on. So this thing is gonna have to be like this when it goes up underneath there. You put it like this, and then you just start turning it. So this is what you're looking for. This bolt just sitting down and turn around this, and then the screw supposed to go. What does this? The screw goes inside this? One of it seems like it's not. Screw look like it doesn't goes in here, so I guess you don't have to take out the screw. Just check for this big one. Check for the big one. Just when you push your hands inside underneath there, kind of scoop it back a little bit, because you can't really see the bolt, because I didn't even know it was there. You push your hand back a little bit, you're gonna feel it. Just untighten that bolt, and once you get it off, just try to take this out. If it comes out, you're good, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put this back in there and see if that changes anything. Alright guys, so we're pretty much done here. Well, we still gotta put the car back together, but for the most part, the thing is on here. Let me push this down. In a second, I'll put it down. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this is what it looks like all the way. Not bad. So that's what it looks like, going all the way around there. Definitely looks better, because at first you could literally just look and see straight underneath it. So let's just say that's a success right here. And now we gotta put the car back together. So let me just show you what we're about to do, because you know I have nothing to hold this camera, so I'm just gonna tell you guys. Oh, there's a hair bag right here, curtain hair bag. So yeah, this wire right here, I don't know where the hell that shit goes. It probably was just sitting underneath there, because there's nothing to plug it in, and I'm stupid, so I didn't like take note of all the wires. But I played the radio, it worked, so we're in the right direction. So I'm gonna leave it like that, because I haven't seen nothing. And I also creased my headliner, which I'm kind of mad about. It's right there. But by the time you put the headliner back up, it's not gonna be the end of the world. But I mean, for me, it's whatever. We got the job done, and we're gonna button it back up. So like I said, when I took it down, let me see if I can show this thing for you. All right, so when I took it down, right, we gotta put this thing back up, this whole thing that hold the sunroof, well, just the sunroof trim and the handles, and yeah, we just gonna put back this piece up, and same thing on the other side, and then it should be good. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so we finally got it done. Looks like it's in one piece, so everything is like over there. It's good. That's where you got crease. It looks pretty flat out, so that wouldn't bother me at all. It's gonna clean up these dirt marks. I mean, I think that was there before because I definitely saw some spots on there. But the handles are back on. The airbag section right here is back on both sides. So just to give you guys a recap, right? So if you lay in the car like I am right now and you're looking up, you're taking off this, you pop this out, there's a Torx bolt behind it, you pop off the end cap off this side right here, you just flick it off. See if I can do it with my hand. It's not that hard. You just put your pick tool right behind it and pop it to swing this way, both sides. So you do that, and you do the side over here. For this, you kind of pull it to you. It's just some clip just sitting on top of the skin of the roof. So you just kind of hold it, pull away from it, and pull it down, and it'll just pop right down. And that'll give you enough room. But if you're concerned about your headliner getting crease, I mean, I could have definitely be a little bit more careful, but I didn't see it until it happened. So just keep that in mind. That will happen to you, you know. So but what you can do is that you just pop this out, pop off this side, do the same thing on the other side, but you have to pop this out all the way. You might have to like pop this down, definitely have to take this out, but it's not that hard. This is easy to pop out, and you can move the headliner down most of the way, and you won't be, and it will be harder to crease it, if you get what I'm saying. So the more of the headliner you take down, the easier the job will be, in a sense, because then you'll get to see what you're doing, for one, and you won't be creasing your headliner. So, and a lot of people didn't go as far as I go, because a lot of people just basically pull this down and kind of like bend it down and go up under there. But I mean, you'll damage the headliner like that. But I mean, depends on how much do you care about your car, I guess. I mean, if it's a show car and everything bother you, you just take the headliner down most of the way and you'll be able to get it. But like I said, it's right there. You get the nut out. I took it out with my hand when I was putting it back on. I torqued it up with my hand a little bit, and then I used the socket, crank on it just a tiny bit so it can snug down against the roof, because I don't want the water to like seep through it. I'll give you guys another look of it. It looks pretty clean, you know. So yeah, that should solve that issue. At least make me sleep better at night, because I've always been worried about, yeah, for the past couple of days it was raining a lot, so, and it gets in the back of my mind like, yo, I should have did that thing, because if I come out here one day, pull the door of the car and it's sagging because of water, I'm gonna feel some type of way, you know what I mean? So now it's done. Let's hope that I did it properly and I didn't make the job worse, because it shouldn't leak, but you know, you have it in the back of your mind like, yo, you just did something you never did before, and then yeah, but it should be good. It's pretty snug, you know what I mean? So that should be good. Just when you're done, just give it a tap, be like, yo, that's not going nowhere. Works every time. So it's done. Definitely one of the more smaller jobs, but the satisfaction is definitely there. The satisfaction level is high, because ever since it was a couple years ago, I noticed it, and you know, when his cars sitting in the sun, and then rain, and then sun, snow, whatever, get hot, cold, it's rubber, so it just deteriorates. So we got that off. Makes me sleep good at night. Well worth it. So I don't know where this thing, the like I said, AliExpress. Go to AliExpress and look up I think I just type in R56 antenna seal, I believe, and you're gonna see two, but make sure it's for the Cooper S, because the non-Cooper S is different. Just to put it out there, because when I ordered mine, they sent me the wrong one. Reach out to them and then they sent me the right one. So make sure it's for a Cooper S. The non-Cooper S is a lot smaller and it's shaped funny. It just doesn't look like this one right here. So make sure Cooper S. And you just lift it up and pull it off, because I paid like $25 for the seal, and this antenna piece goes for like 150, like the whole thing. Obviously the whole thing is gonna cost more, but you know what, if you want to save some money, jump on it, get it done, and you won't regret it. But yeah, man, car's been sitting. I haven't drove the cars in a while. I haven't get to do anything in a while, so hopefully I can have some more video here to pump out for you guys, you know what I mean? Because you know, it's fun working on the car. Definitely take a little bit more time making the video, but you know, it's here. We're gonna get it done. So we got a few more stuff that we gotta do on the Subi and this, and the Fiat is sitting in the back. I haven't drove the Fiat in a while. I took it off the street, so I don't know what I want to do with that car yet. I believe that car needs a turbo, in my opinion, because it's over boosting. The wastegate's not functioning right, so I can rebuild it. That's another question I have for you guys. Anybody who care about the Fiat content, would you like to see me rebuild the wastegate on the turbo, the current turbo, or just get a new turbo? So just comment below and we'll see what we can come up with. But that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna wrap up everything and catch you guys in the next video. So like, share and subscribe, and keep you guys posted.